Hello, everyone. I'm very pleased to welcome you to our Toastmasters meeting tonight. And my name is Alina, and I'm the president of our club, which is Moscow Toastbusters. Yeah, our club, Moscow Toastbusters, is the English-speaking club, but there are plenty of them. For example, in Russia, we have many Toastmasters clubs in Russian, German, French, and English, of course, several of them. Yeah, but the Toastmasters family goes far beyond our country because Toastmasters International contacts over more than 270,000 people across over 16,000 clubs in 145 countries worldwide. Can you imagine this? That's a huge community. So if you go anywhere, you will definitely find the club for you to visit, to meet some new friends, to have fun, to practice your public speaking skills. And before we begin, I would like to highlight something very important, because you probably noticed that there is me standing on the stage, not Samira Dosta, right? That means today, January, whoa, no. July. July the 1st. Today is our new year, because this is the new year of Toastmasters clubs. Each new year, we have a new clubs, officers, teams of each clubs. And today, this meeting was organized a freshly elected officers team. Yeah. It's hard to talk to you and pose at the same time. Well, guys, I also would like to mention that Toastmasters clubs are run by volunteers. So officers who organize those meetings, they're those people who keep things active, supportive, and help clubs and this culture growing. And now let me introduce those people who create this magic in this club behind the scenes, our team of officers. And the first, I would like to introduce our Vice President Education, Ekaterina Yerashova. Katya, please stand up. We want to see you, this beautiful lady. And guys, she is actually the one who makes sure you actually give speeches and grow. So I believe I'm going to be the first victim on your list to make a speech. Finally, prepared speech. Yeah, thank you, Katya. And I hope it's going to be an interesting year for us. All right, next. Yeah, round of applause. Next, I would like to introduce Vice President Public Relations, Arina Zdvishkova. She makes sure that we are online and offline and people know about us. So thank you, Arina. And she also takes pictures during the meeting. So if you want to pose, just look at her. Also, okay, Shadi, we are waiting for him. And now it's time to introduce you our secretary, Alexei Zaitsev. Oh, yeah, sorry, Toastmaster Alexei Zaitsev. Yeah, this is the wonderful man who takes care of all the paperwork.
Nice cow itself.
Yeah, and those agendas you hold in your hands, this is also a result of his work. So thank you, Alexei. Yeah, also we have another important officer in our team, which is Treasure, Tatiana Gladasheva. She's unfortunately not in the audience, but we cannot survive without her because she holds our money, right? Yeah. So we can buy some treats for you for those money. Also, Shadi is still on the way, but we will give him a round of applause later once he enters, but I will tell him that we also have another officer, Vice President Mentorship, Shadi Tofaili. And this is also important role. This is the new officer role in our club because Shadi will pair our members with their mentors. So our members will have more support in our club and will grow faster. Yeah, we will.
It's back up.
We're in progress. So awesome. Okay. All right. So I can see some new faces in the audience. Hi. And please, guys, if you're a newcomer here, please come on stage. I would like to have a chat with you. Yeah, you have to come on stage, please. All right. Hello. Please introduce yourself and tell us about yourself. Maybe why you're here. How did you know about us? And here is the mic. You're going to be the first one.
Okay.
You're out.
Okay. So my name is Inna, and I'm here just to relax because I like speaking English, practicing English, and chatting with people. That's my hobby.
All right. Are you interested in public speaking skills? Growing and being an awesome speaker?
To tell you the truth, not.
Oh,
Yes.
I respect your answer.
It's
Very
actually my job to be
All right. So you
public
here to
speaking.
have
Yeah.
fun.
Yes, here I'm just to maybe to see some new ideas, to come across, to get something new from fresh people who are not professionals. And that's interesting sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I know, definitely.
They could give some ideas. I'm here.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'll take the mic. Now it's your turn.
Yep. Hi, everybody. My name's Alex, which stands for Alexander, not Alexei, but whatever. So what I am is I'm an interpreter. I mostly do Russian to English stuff. I guess I'm already doing a sort of a public speaking thing because I'm working for a TV network. So I translate to an audience. So it's already public speaking in a sense. But the reason I'm here, actually, I found out I'm going to be here just maybe several days ago, and I found out about what this organization or this club is about just a few hours ago. So the reason I'm here is to just greet you all and see what this is all about and to hear what you have to say. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
So thank you guys once again. I welcome you in our club and hope to see you next time. And I hope tonight we'll leave you with something meaningful, right? And important for you. All right. And I think enough from me, right? We are here to have fun, to see what's the theme of our meeting tonight. And I will tell you what's the meeting. Then the theme of the meeting is Michael Jackson Night, Mastering the Art of Storytelling. So please welcome on the stage the Toastmaster of the day, Daniel Filonov.
It's been a while since I've been on the stage, and during this period of time, few things happened. First, this club, Toastbusters, they went to the cinema. Which movie did they watch? Michael. Not about MJ that played ball, but MJ with a Hollywood star, Michael Jackson. And who didn't go to the cinema? Me. Last year they invited me. This year everybody voted against it. Good enough. How I felt about this? When I learned, I felt loneliness, isolation. What else? I was in a deep depression for like 7 seconds. And my first question to you, please tell me a song in which Michael Jackson feels the same. Deeply isolated, lonely, and depressed. Bad, but it has the opposite feeling of the song. Any other answers? The name of the one word of the song name is in the name of this club. Ой, не работает. Да. Сейчас мы эту штуку запустим. It was so long with introduction that it fell asleep. Sorry. So the song called Stranger in Moscow. Deeply isolated. However, I am not sitting just doing nothing. I was pursuing my educational goals. I was in the moment reading a book for these 2 hours, book about storytelling in English. And one good idea came to my mind. It was like a plot twist that changed the situation in 180 degrees. Please name me a song of Michael Jackson where in the second verse everything changes from very good to very suspicious. No. Another example? It's a romantic song. More romantic than Thriller, but also extremely famous. So far, so good, but in the second verse, things change a little bit. So I decided then we can go from this place of being lonely and isolated, and in storytelling, it is called inmost cave. And to do something productive, we can combine Michael, movie, and storytelling. Because actually, there is some storytelling in the movie, a lot of storytelling in his life and in his songs, and we can learn a little bit of storytelling today with the help of biography and songs of Michael Jackson. And before I go 50 minutes of storytelling, let us hear the thought of the day by Anna. Anna, please welcome on stage.
Dear fellow Toastmasters, hello everyone. Tonight we celebrate the King of Pop. But did you know that Michael Jackson, he was not just a singer or a dancer. He was a master storyteller. Think about his song Thriller. Do you remember the plot?
The plot of the video.
For example,
Yes.
shortly, tell me.
First, the gas went to zero, they stuck, and Michael Jackson turns into werewolf or something. It turned out it's just a movie in a cinema. And then girls decided to go away. He runs to her And they decided to go along the cemetery, where zombies decided it's a good idea to catch our neighborhood by surprise and dance with Michael Jackson before the thriller became a hit. Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. It was not just a song, it was a journey. It began with a beginning, of course, the middle then, and the end. So his song was just exactly like speakers do. We should use our voice, we should use our body language, and we should use the poses. And it is the main strength of the greatest speaker. And Michael Jackson was really perfect in this, in using his body language, his voice, and his poses, because every song of his had some great poses, great sharpness, some great cries of him, and everything is exactly like we do here in Toastmasters. So yeah, thank you very much. And don't forget about that we should just beat it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya. Nice observation that actually Michael Jackson was a public speaker to start with. Please raise your hands who also watched a movie, Michael. And you all decided to sit on the left from me. From me. Okay, I will help you. I will describe a short, like 30 minutes of this movie. You don't have to pay 50, 100 rubles. You just have to listen to me. Maybe it's worse, but let's see. In a storytelling, we have a very important thing. Like a DNA of all storytelling is this curve. The hero journey, the hero curve. And let's talk about what happened with MJ 45 years ago, when he already broke through with his Off the Wall album. This is where we start, just to our setting. Off the Wall was a massive hit. However, what was the problem with the Off the Wall album? It didn't win Grammy Award for the Record of the Year. And here, what happens? Michael Jackson says, I will record an album where each and every song will be a banner. It will be a statement album that win every award possible. And when he says that, in storytelling, we call it like, and then one day, where everything begins in our journey. What happens next? If we just see that next album in 2 years happens, we will not be satisfied with the whole story, right? We need to see, was it easy to record the album of Millennium, or was it extremely hard? Maybe there were some boundaries. And in storytelling, we always go deep down to meet these challenges. In my picture, we have a monster that stands between us and our goal. In the case of Michael Jackson, there were several problems. First, his idea to make a 15 minutes video wasn't recognized as brilliant by the record label. Somebody needs to pay a lot of money for like 20% of the whole movie, but just a video clip. So no video for Michael Jackson. Second, he has some brilliant ideas about songs. For example, in Beat It, it's a very long bass intro. Everybody against it. And they fight every day with record label, with sound producer, among each other. So this is something that he needs to live through. I see you a little bit bored. I will show you a much more beautiful person than me on stage. Our accountant, Ksenia, please introduce your role. Mike?
Hello, Toastbusters and guests. My name is Ksenia Morozova, and tonight my role is all counter. Everybody use pause fillers and crutch words. During the meeting, I will count them by anyone who speaks on the stage. Because if you not measure it, you not improve it. But let's make a deal and make one exception to the rule. In one of my favorite Russian movie, the main character said, "Такая только у меня и у Майкла Джексона." Tonight is Michael Jackson night, and I allow using this quote instead. So, am, well, etc. I doesn't count this quote like pause filler. Good luck and see you soon.
Thank you, Ksenia. Shall we double down on Michael Jackson theme night? I have one idea in connection with Ksenia's role. Every time we see the one tip. Not to make filler sounds, just make pause, smile, instead of filler words. But what if we do something different today? If you feel that you just made a mistake, you made a filler sound like in this very moment, you need to say some filler sound from Michael Jackson, like. Whatever you like, we will love you. So please choose a filler sound you prefer. Ksenia, could you please signal if you hear a signal sound, filler word, and the person doesn't recognize he made a filler sound? Ksenia helps, and then you something like this. It's just not just to make fun, but to improve. It works a lot. In a neighborhood club, we do it and we improve drastically. But we are a business club. We do something from like Boris Yeltsin, you know. Понимаешь, randomly. Yes. Thank you. Back to my journey of hurdles. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. So this point, when he feel loneliness, isolated in the studio with record label and producer, called inmost cave, right? And from this cave is only one way, up. Michael Jackson decided that he will find money elsewhere and make the Thriller video clip. Whatever he likes in music, they will try at a big concert in Motown anniversary, whatever. And in storytelling, it's called Until Finally, in this scheme. Until finally or climax. What happens? So there is a big concert, Michael Jackson performs with his family, and at one moment, the family is gone. It's only him and his signature clauses. Do you remember which one? The signature clauses of Michael Jackson include a hat. Which color?
White.
In this occasion, white. He also have golden like me. And glove or gloves?
That one. One glove.
One glove. Yeah. He stands in a black hat, white glove, and a Billie Jean's intro coming. He makes few moves that I will not repeat because it will be something against religion. And it's a home run. Everybody going crazy in the audience. And the Billie Jean's bold intro with bass will be in a song. There is the resolution. And of course, something should happen after this. And I will tell you tomorrow, or probably in a few minutes, after our grammarian will introduce his role.
I need a mic.
Okay, guys, I'm your grammarian today. And your grammar had better be as smooth as moonwalk. I don't know. I'm not going to repeat it also. So I'm going to be watching your grammar and picking some nice vocabulary, some fancy words you're going to use. I hope you are going to use some. Talking about fancy words, the word of the day today is resonate. Resonate. Well, everybody agrees that Michael's music still resonates with hundreds and millions of people all around the world. Am I right?
Absolutely.
But what does it mean? Let me clarify the meaning of this wonderful word. The literal meaning is to cause a sound, feeling, or idea to be strongly felt, or to produce a deep, clear sound that continues. Here we can see some examples. For example, the guitar note makes the wine glass resonate. The sound causes it to vibrate and the tone continues. Or, in metaphorically speaking, this song really resonates with me. It means that the lyrics resonate with her, as you can see. She deeply feels the message and can identify with this song. So try to use this word as many times as you can in meaningful context. I'm going to count how many times you're going to use it. And break a leg. Yeah. Let me put it here somehow. Oh.
Wait. You seriously have to choose better places. Ladies down in this park restaurant that I just scared the hell out of. They've got their own company meeting.
I miss you too, Michael.
Me too.
Ever heard about storytelling? Ever heard about storytelling? Good. You missed everything, but it's okay. At the end of this 30-minute piece about making the album Thriller, it is shown that actually, ever since this happened, what I tell you, the album was had a green light and was a massive hit. when we talk about storytelling, we need clearly separate all stuff that I just mentioned. And I don't go with all scientific terms. My point is, when you divide your story in several parts, first, you need to be clear that you have a setting, how things were when we start. Then something called, and then one day. And you can use the same phrase. It's a signal phrase for everybody that something started to happen. And then one day, like Michael decided to pump up the bass, sit in the studio, and to be locked in. Then you need to show us the hurdle that you went through. And in the climax, you tell us until finally somebody or just somebody made a right decision, or Michael found some money. And at the very end, please leave us with clear message what happened ever since, how things stayed. I took so much time. Probably we need a grammarian, so I understand who is grammarian or timer, who is timer today, and watch him more precisely. Who is? Please come on stage. You are so humble.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Welcome, guests. I would like to start with this story. The ancient Greeks believed that Cronus, the titan of time, ruled over every minute of our lives. Kings feared him, warriors respected him, and even gods could not stop him because he gives everyone a special gift, exactly the same, 24 hours per day. No more, no less. Unlike money, unlike luck, unlike talent, it cannot be borrowed, it cannot be saved, or it cannot be earned back. I'm your timer today. I'm just, as already Daniel told, Chronos' humble assistant. I cannot control time, but I can help you to understand how much of this precious gift remains during your speech when you are here at the stage. I will show you a green card. It means that you have already reached the minimum time and you can stop or go on. You're already qualified. When I show you a yellow card, an ending of your speech should already be taking shape. It means you need to wrap up and gradually come into end. When I show you red card, Chronos quietly whispering, "Hey dude, you already crossed the finish line. You need to stop." And if you ask for 1 more minute, I already checked with Chronos. His answer is no. You need to stop ASAP, as soon as possible. I will record all the time you spent for your speech and report back at the end of the meeting. And please remember, a memorable speech is measured not only what you say, but also when you stop. Thank you.
Just to continue your phrase, what should a memorable speech contain? The clever book says that no change, no story. Please tell me in which song or which video there is the biggest change possible of Michael Jackson. Nice answer. Nice answer. It's Grand Prix. What else? Yes. Yes. Mike is always right. I already started some quiz, but we have a quiz master today. Dmitry, please come on stage.
Hello, everyone. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, my name is Dima, and today I am a quizmaster. That is the man who will check you, how well you actually listen our movie about Michael Jackson, which deeply resonate me. You know, the funniest thing about Toastmasters, everyone believes I am a great listener. I pay attention to every word. But when quizmasters comes to the scene, you forgot all facts about the topics, speeches, name. As Toastmasters, we need to become very attractive listeners, not just nod your head or think about after party, but really hear what people saying to you. I will carefully listen all the person who will come on this stage, and in the evening I prepare questions about speeches, table topics, and evaluations, and ask you in the evening. So my advice: listen carefully and remember facts, names, numbers, maybe some facts resonate you, and good luck.
Two more questions. First, in the movie starts with Michael Jackson performing in Jackson 5, but he is very unique because of his voice, his energy. And in storytelling, you have like 30 seconds and to make everybody understand, you also have a unique energy, unique voice, whatever. How does this called in storytelling? What you need to give to the audience in the first 30 seconds? Yes. Samira, you are right. Second question. There is very important to zoom in and to zoom out, meaning that you need to show the whole picture and you need to get some details, but not too narrow. Zoom in, zoom out. Something in the middle. Please tell us in what songs, in what Michael Jackson song, first he tells about something in general, speaking about what about the children, what about something else, but in the hook, he tells about himself, zooming in. What? Hmm? Hmm? Very good. And now it's the right time to hear the prepared speeches switching from me, finally. Today, we will hear the icebreaker. The main object of the icebreaker is to introduce yourself to the audience. And today it's Natalia. Her first speech. We know nothing about Natalia, but we will.
Hello. Not yet.
Hello, everyone. My name is Natasha. Nice to meet new people in this audience. So, my husband had a theory about me. He believed I was under what he called the one friend curse. In any given moment in my life, I had exactly one close female friend. Not two, not three, just one. And you know what? He wasn't completely wrong. At some point in my life, I did really seem to have one friend at a time. Whenever a new friend appeared, the previous one slowly faded out of my life. I do not know why, but it happened again and again and again. So, how do you think can you break that curse? I'll let you know. One day, I went to a professional meeting. It was just for networking. At the end of the meeting, the host invited everyone to ask any question and just pick a metaphor card. I suppose ladies understand what I'm talking about. Standing next to me, one woman whose question was, should I go to this festival or not? Curious, I asked, what kind of festival is it? It is woman only, female, out in nature, she said. You know, I had never been to anything like this before. And we just talked a little bit. She seemed a very lovely person, and finally she invited me to join her in this festival. So we agreed to go there together. I had no idea what I was getting myself into in that moment. The first surprise came before the festival even started. We were staying in a place called Profilactory. Until that moment, I was convinced it was one of those words which disappeared with Soviet Union. Apparently, I was wrong. Not only did they still exist, we were actually staying there. The second surprise was the incredible variety of women practices. In my mind, it was always pretty short list. Yoga, Pilates, maybe naira drawing, or some sound healing practices. But it turned out that my imagination was absolutely lacking. So my third discovery was nail staining. I had wanted for a long time to try it. And finally, I got that chance. And the funny thing was that wasn't my feet that were struggling. It was my brain. The moment I stepped onto the nails, my brain just went into a panic mode. And it wasn't, it's uncomfortable. It was yelling, we are dying, we are dying. So after that practice, I realized how persuasive our mind can be. At the end of that weekend, we had experienced a lot of practices, and we were overflowing with feminine energy. So finally, we decided that we wanted to go home and surprisingly work a little bit, just to let this energy out. And that weekend didn't just give me an unforgettable time. It was just the beginning of completely changing a completely different chapter of my life. And day by day, this curse disappeared. And you might think that the nails broke that curse, but no, of course. Somewhere along the way, this curse just gone. And now today, I have a lot of wonderful friends, and sometimes I catch myself wondering, what if I hadn't asked that question? What kind of festival is it? So today I want to leave you with one question. Can you think of just unexpected event or random conversation that quietly changed the direction of your life? Thank you.
Thank you, Natalia. It's amazing that the word prophylactoid so deeply resonates with you. I just came back from sanatory. It still exists also. I just want to remind you that when you hear yourself making a filler sounds, you do what? Very good. Now Valeria will make a lot of such sounds. Hopefully, just not because you want, because you need to set an example. Давай, please come on stage.
Merci.
A lot of filler words I need from you.
We'll see how it goes. We will see. I shall set the scene. I hope the speech resonates with some of you. What's the scariest thing someone has ever said to you? In my experience, the phrase I'm most afraid of is, passport, please. Growing up, I thought I was committed a crime every single time I crossed the border. Not because I was doing anything criminal, but because I had 2 passports. Did you know that in over 40 countries, additional citizenships are forbidden by law? In my case, it wasn't exactly the legal repercussions that I was worried about. It was the social ones. My dad always feared that someone would discover I have a second nationality. And anytime I flew internationally, he would instruct me, never show both your passports at the passport control. You show your Russian one at the Russian border and the British one at the UK border. Never both. If you show the wrong one, they will take it away. Okay. So that's what I did, like a smooth criminal. That's what I did for a very long time. However, a few years ago, I did get caught. Yeah, I was flying from UK to Moscow, and I had all my important documents with me. My passports, of course, my university degree, my multiple identity disorder, and of course, my fear. I already went through passport control without any problems, picked up my suitcase, and was about to go through the green channel when an immigration officer pulls me aside. I mean, I had nothing to worry about until, passport, please. In the bag, I tell him reluctantly. He takes my bag and pulls out not 1, but 2 passports. He looked like he caught an international criminal. He was like, got her. He picks up my British passport and asks, what's this? Well, sir, I moved to the UK when I was 12 because my mum married a British husband, and when I was 23, I was still living there, but my family is in Russia, and we travel there very often, I promise, but that's why I have 2 passports, sir. He looks at me and he says, okay. puts my things away, gestures to me that I can leave. Just like that. Why did I feel the need to explain myself so much? Honestly, I thought he was going to take my Russian passport away. I thought he was going to tell me, you don't belong here. You're not one of us. You chose another country. You're not one of us. You are not one of us. That's not what he said. But that's what I hear. I moved to England when I was 12, and I moved back to Russia when I was 28. And that created a 16-year gap in my cultural knowledge and in my use of Russian language. People noticed. I'll be completely honest with you. When I send messages in Russian, I make grammar mistakes. A lot. And once, one of my Russian colleagues decided he would help me and correct me. But first, he said, maybe you want to learn Russian if you want to fit in. I mean, not the best advice, but I would love to tell you things like that don't happen often, but similar situations happen in my life almost on a daily basis. And when people make fun of my Russian, when they tell me I don't have Slavic features, or when they say that I'm too Westernized, what I hear is, you are not one of us. And I'm like, look, please, I am. But it's pointless, because I was never trying to convince them. I am, and always have been, trying to convince myself. Ladies and gentlemen, we're only born with two fears, and fear of passports is not one of them. None of us got chased by a passport in the Stone Age, but even in the Stone Age, belonging was and still is a basic human need that resonates with everyone. All of us need belonging, just like food, just like shelter, just like Toastmaster after parties. This is what makes us feel like we belong. But for years, I let other people's opinions and judgments define where I belong. I wasn't scared of a passport. I was scared of getting ejected from my own culture because I chose to embrace a second one a little too well. But today, I would love to remind, of course, all of you, but mainly myself, that a cultural identity is not a set of boxes that we need to tick to belong. As I go forward, when someone makes fun of my Russian, or when I make mistakes in my speaking, in my writing, I'm going to remember everybody makes mistakes, forgets words, mispronounces words in their native language. When people tell me, you don't have Slavic features, I'm going to remind myself, you know, Russia is extremely ethnically diverse. And when people say, you know, you don't look Russian, you're too Westernized, I'm going to say, well, maybe stop complaining that McDonald's has left the Russian market. And I even looked up the definition of cultural identity. And guess what? It's an individual sense of belonging to a group. An individual's, which means it's about what you think and feel and not what other people say. In my life, as I go forward, I stopped outsourcing my cultural identity to other people. So I no longer fear that I don't belong. And as I continue moving forward and people tell me, passport, please, I don't feel the need to prove that I belong. All I need to do is give them the Slavic stare. I am Russian after all.
It's
No
actually-
handshake?
Yes. Third place.
I didn't see any last time I was there.
Valeria won third place at the district competition. I think he can use the same speech at the next competition because we have another district. People didn't hear her speech, but there is some room for improvement. For example, the resolution was very simple with this officer. What if he told Valeria, choose which passport will you eat right now? The solution? She will come up with something from Louis de Funès movie or whatever you choose. And then it will be the first place. Thank you, Valeria. We have a break, should be quite short, 5 minutes. No problem. I'm happy to see you.
Все, я ее порвала. Да? Да? Не, не написала, я порвала. Мне вел через кафе. Кто ты его? Комара. Нет, все. Да, отлично.
Я хотела, да. То есть это ваше, да?
Это все наше.
Это все наше.
Мы это здесь, в шкафу, и в целом наш сюда встретим. Вы можете это взять, только, пожалуйста,
Мы вернем на место. Да, обещал Андрей как-то прийти на место, на место этого можете телефон.
Я уже все сделала. Ты когда мне дашь и я забыла мышей. Пусть с тачпадом.
Вот это все меняют, да, а вот экран какой просто.
Да. Да. Да.
Я интересуюсь, да?
Да, все нормально. Я уже все открыла. Да. Смотри.
Вот провод. Вот
HDMI наш. Ну, как бы HDMI просто через HDMI. Это наш микрофон. Это камера. Тебе что нужно будет?
Ну, ноутбук у меня будет, микрофон теоретически Андрей принесет.
Да.
А вот это стоит. Дальше, наверное...
HDMI у них свой есть. Я просто люблю свои пользоваться, потому что...
Да,
у них вот этот HDMI.
Ну, у меня вроде такой есть. Коротковат, он там тянется.
Ну, он там тянется, да, посмотри.
А вот это интернетное, да?
Нет, интернет, Wi-Fi, шаришь с телефона.
А вот это что такое?
Это мой переходник.
Просто для тебя, да?
Да, это просто для меня. То есть здесь что из нашего? Мой HDMI, мой микрофон, моя камера, мой штатив. Я тебе могу дать камеру и штатив. Микрофон, HDMI, тогда у вас есть, правильно? Вот HDMI вставляешь, там гнездо HDMI 2 нужно выбрать. Вставляешь HDMI в ноутбук, у меня нету входа, поэтому у меня переходник. По USB подключаешь камеру, выбираешь в зуме, что камеру, выбираешь вот эту. Также выбираешь в зуме, что микрофон, отдельный микрофон. Ну и штатив, как складывать, и ты его сложишь сегодня.
Там присылают.
Тебе пришлют ссылку, да, у Марины Прудниковой тебе нужно взять.
Ты сложишь как обычно, а потом найдешь такой, да?
Нет, смотри, ты его сама сложишь, чтобы понять, как разложить.
Сегодня, да?
Сегодня, да, в конце встречи, и тогда ты сможешь его разложить, разложить. Это нужно руками проделать.
А вы там закрываете все на ключ?
Мы ничего не закрываем на ключ,
Со мной просто проделай этот путь весь в конце встречи. Если тебе все хорошо, ты все посмотришь, да, ты придешь, возьмешь, что тебе нужно, и потом обратно туда положишь. Договорились? Это не я, мне говорят. You. Michael. President. I've seen so many presidents. I'm glad you finally got here. I know it's fascinating. By the way, you need your brain. You've been late, but then you still свое имеешь там. Разберемся с остальным. I'm very glad that it happened. Yeah, guys, what are you guys? I will continue. Yay! Keep doing it.
I have no idea what table topic means. However, absolutely invite Mike because Alina screams so loud about him on stage in this session. And Alexei, the table topics master, will explain what table topics means and what are the rules. Guys, I need to go out for several seconds. Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, welcome to table topic game. Today we have a game. You all know the rules, but for those of you who forgot something, and for the newcomers, let me very quickly read them. I promise to be very, very quick as a disclaimer at the end of commercial. So, a table topic is impromptu speech. Your speech should be between 1 and 2 minutes. You also have up to 30 seconds to prepare. You are welcome to volunteer. If no one raises a hand, I will want someone from the audience. I'll show it with my finger. Both members and guests are welcome to participate. Please pay attention to our timer. Ultimately, please pay attention to our timer, who will allow the cards indicating the time limits. And now, some additional local rules for today. Since today, we have a special, I don't see it, special theme, special topic. We have some attributes and some extra conditional. Not yet, please, not yet. Natasha, can you please pass me the package? It's the lab, wine lab. What do you think is inside? What? You're right. Way to go. So, before picking a question on the screen of laptop, you should first put on a hat. Then you should put on glasses. And ultimately, you have a white glove. Choose your lucky palm and press a button on the screen. I need to ask, does everyone know how to press the buttons on the screen? If someone doesn't know, please raise your hand. I'll give some extra details. Everyone is aware. You don't know. You don't know idea. Okay. Okay. Be our first guest on this stage. Press the button and have your speech. And I'll help you. Okay?
To do it now.
Yes.
No one rushing.
Yes.
Ну, блин, будет так, ладно?
Please, not here, please. Oh, here. Right here. Oh, you missed? You missed? Let's click here. Yes. Yeah. Oh. Please read the question. Mike.
Mike. Do you have any idea how much I hate these things? Can you? Please, thank you very much. Okay, what a wonderful question. Tell us about a bold change you made and whether you would do it again. Yeah. Okay. I'd like everybody to picture April 22nd, 2025. Okay, are you there? It's 9:30 p.m. at night. I'm in von Finsenskaya. 10 minutes walk is Perikryostok. I just finished my last business English session online, and I decided, I'm hungry. Let's walk to Perikryostok, find something nice. But, oh my goodness me, as I came out of my door, I saw the little samokat. And I thought, I love the samokat. Do it. Go on, boom, smack. And on I went. Exactly 7 minutes later, I was flying. No, literally, I was flying over the handlebars, and I went almost 15 meters and landed on the ground. 25 minutes later, I'm in Skliff. 1.5 years later, I've just started walking. 2 weeks ago, I fell over again, lost a tooth. Damn. What would I change in my life? Never, ever, 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 ever will I use a samokat. No ways. 11 months, no work. 11 months lying on my back. 22 kilos plus on my body. Life was not good, but it changed because on April 2026 this year, I changed the name of my company to What If. And what if is what I'm in the business of. What if I could give you anything you want? What if you could present better? What if you could speak English better? What if? That's it. That's what changed my life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Not again, not doing it again. Oh, you keep, yeah.
Thank you. Mike is very popular today at any sense. So I want to challenge someone else, please. We have a lot of topics. Please spin the wheel of doom. Guys, don't make me use my finger to show. I'll close my eyes. Yeah, okay, bravo. Please.
Cover the shade.
Is it your lucky, Paul?
I suppose so. We'll see. Okay. Thank you. Oh.
Wow.
Is a true story with flaws better than a polished story that sounds perfect? Why? A true story with flaws better than a polished story that sounds perfect. Well, it's really difficult to do it in this glasses. Well, can I? I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna be looking at you like this, like this.
But it's not allowed for fun. It's very
How am I going to talk? I don't know. Is a true story with flaws better than a polished story that sounds perfect? Well, I suppose when you are authentic, when you are true to yourself, when you when you want to sound persuasive, when you have to make people resonate with you, you have to touch their hearts, you have to appeal to their feelings. And to do that, a polished version of a story won't do that, I believe. You have to be authentic. You have to show your flaws by being vulnerable enough. You can only by being vulnerable enough can you touch
other people's hearts and minds, like Michael did with his music, with his interviews. I believe that in his interviews, he always was vulnerable, and that's what made him stand out, and that's why we still call him the king of pop music. Thank you.
That awesome answer resonated in my head. So, who's next? I feel a lot of vacant questions. Very interesting, I promise. All the most interesting questions are still in the bucket, I promise. So, then I close my eyes. Someone, please, stay stop. Stop.
That's the window.
Alina. Madam President. Please.
It matches my outfit today.
Sure. We voted specially for you.
I'd like to have a glove too. This one. Okay. Okay, press the button. Next. I'm pressing the buttons. Okay.
It's a good skill. Oh.
All right.
Really good at it.
Imagine you are opening a concert in front of thousands. What is the first story you tell the crowd? Ooh, I actually have a story to tell to this crowd. You know what's the very important thing once you are on a stage in front of a lot of people? You're nervous that you might do something wrong. And you're worrying about which is not happened yet. And I tell you the real story about Michael Jackson. When I was in Romania, the capital of Romania is
Bucharest, Romania.
Bucharest, correct. So, long time ago, Michael Jackson came to Romania for the big concert, and people were waiting him so much that he was honored to step at the balcony of the just built government building, the White House. There were a lot of people in front of this building. They were waiting for their legend. They were dying to see him. And once he stepped to the balcony, he said, "Hello, Budapest!" The crowd was shocked. Michael, this is Bucharest. We are not in Hungary. Yes, it's nearby, but that's another city. Crowd was silent, and they were waiting that the Michael noticed that he made a mistake. But the Michael didn't notice. He just continued talking to people, and he was shocked that nobody was applauding, shouting, "Michael, we love you, you are the best. I want to have babies from you," or something. And then crowd realized that the Michael has no idea where he is, and then it doesn't matter. We love you anyways. Bucharest, Budapest, Hungary, Romania, wherever. We love you, Michael. Please perform for us. And they started to clapping and shouting and asking him to give them babies. So guys, don't be afraid making mistakes in front of the people. And if you made one, just forget about this and continue enjoying your life. Thank you.
I want to ask you,
Yes.
are you sure it
It
was Michael, not Trump and Olive? So, how much time do we have?
I think 1 more.
One more question. Two speeches. So, any volunteers? Oh, I'll write it again. Please, guys, raise your hands. I beg you. Beg you. Okay. The wheel of destiny. All right. You don't like public speaking?
Yeah.
Public speaking like it.
Yeah, I know. That's my destiny. Okay.
With Michael, he likes to be black or white, not red.
Oh, yeah.
Here you go.
Thank you. So what should I do? What should I press? This one?
Yeah, right here, next speaker.
All right.
And then pick your poison. Here it is,
You are at the
You can see it on the screen.
topic master at Michael Jackson. Yes, that's right. What question would you ask and why? Actually, what question would you ask and why? So, why have you chosen Michael Jackson? He's from the previous generation and his personality is really controversial. And I see some young faces who has never been his fans. Why have you chosen this topic? Only because of the popular movie or because you like to learn something more about his personality? That's my question to you, because actually we could learn a lot of facts from his life. Who was he, devil or angel? Who could answer? A child who couldn't grow up like Peter Pan with his Neverland built in his estate, or a very controversial person who did bad things to kids? Who was he? That's the question we are trying to answer ourselves. We admire his talent, but we can't stop listening to some gossips and accusing him in everything. And as I have told this story to my colleague, to my friend Anna, when he was a child and he got some money, he tried to send his favorite ice cream to feed kids in Africa. Just think about this. Who is he for you? Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, what do this? Don't be shy.
So, last attempt to be a hero today. Everyone will know you today. You'll be famous like Michael Jackson. Oh, almost. Any volunteers? Here we are again.
Study. It's studying. It is studying.
I'll be rotate. We'll be rotating faster.
Yeah. I was trying.
Sorry.
But I was.
It's yours again. You like to be on stage.
Shadi, I give it to you. Yeah. I was already on stage today.
Yeah.
Yes. Вот так вот. Надо убегать с тейблтопа.
Is it legal to do so? Yeah.
Really resemble Michael Jackson. I think I should get this out.
Okay.
Stop. Michael.
The left one.
Wow.
They're shiny.
Chinese God.
Yeah. Okay. So
You just use the subtext. Next speaker.
it's out here. Yeah.
Oh.
Try to get it.
Again.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Hearing, because you can read it from the screen.
If your life were a Michael Jackson song, which one would it be, and what story does it tell? You have to put the mic. So I have 30 seconds, yeah? Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know much about all the songs of Michael Jackson. I just remember beats, and I remember one song when he was saying, "Just beat it." And when I was thinking about that, it resonates with the feeling that it's always important to keep on pushing, to keep on moving forward. And I always put this song whenever I'm feeling exhausted and I have to push through things and keep on going. So yeah, I like it very much, and I know what to say. I'm just tired, and it's good to see you guys. Yeah. Woohoo! Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
One more.
One more. Wow.
Just to give you a mic.
I'm taking your turn.
That's all the song.
I'm taking it. I mainly, can I just wear the glove?
You just wanted to put it on.
Yes, yes.
Please.
I just wanted to wear the outfit.
Wow.
I can't see.
That's
Ah.
gonna be a social media post. Okay, press.
Next speaker. Okay. Ah!
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Second shot.
I've got it. Describe a time you had to hit the spotlight without much time to prepare.
10 minutes ago.
Yes. Actually, this is less scary, you know. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. No! My question. My question. Who likes to prepare for things? Yes, yes, okay. Half, 50-50. I recently discovered that I've become a kind of person who prepares a lot. Usually my friends would describe me as, you know, flexible, easygoing, roll with the punches type of person. You know, changes happen and I just adapt. No, turns out things have changed. I have grown old and I love preparation. I need to prepare for everything, speeches, rehearsals, even table topics. I would sit there and think, okay, what stories can I remember? What can I share with people? What can I say on stage? But let me tell you, the best preparation is not sitting and thinking what you will say, but going up and doing it and taking the action, doing the action, because your body is like, your brain is like a muscle. We need to take action to be able to get better at something. It's the same with everything we do in life. Your preparation is the best way to achieve results, and taking action is the best preparation. Go Bess! Voilà, merci.
I want to thank everyone who was today on the stage. All your speeches really resonated in my heart. Almost all. But resonated. So it's time to wrap up for me. Voting. What vote? So voting. Can you remind me, please, the voting rules? So open your Telegram channels, find the link, find the QR code, and vote for a best table speaker for today.
Agenda and also the link on the chat. So please pick the best speaker and vote for it.
Half of you are able to press the buttons. You obtained a new skill today, so I think you can manage the links too.
Word of the day, does it resonate?
Yes.
Why is everybody saying resonate?
Yes. No? Fellows, thank you for your votes. I want to get back the mic, our primary person. You will be surprised, but this session deeply resonated with me. No. I just need like 5 seconds to go from me to our the general evaluator who is online today.
Yeah, Mike.
Yes, Mike, please, the stage is yours. Tell us what's your all about and how it will go. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can I be heard?
Yes.
Okay. If you think about it, if you're at a symposium or in a classroom and you make a presentation and you sit down, you ask the person beside you, how'd I do? And they'll invariably say, you did a great job. Smooth as ever. But they're not really telling you much that really how you did. And the whole value of Toastmasters evaluation is to give you a feel of how they received your speech, how it impacted them, and what they can learn from you and what they can give back to you in terms of that. So today we have 2 evaluators, and I don't know, I'm not sure who they are, but we have the first evaluator for the first speech.
The first Evaluator, please.
The first evaluator is Anna. Anna, please come on stage and evaluate our icebreaker made by Natalia.
First of all, our sincere congratulations on giving your very first speech in this club. Where is the... Yes. Yeah, we're very grateful for your intimate, enigmatic, and thought-provoking story about turning a new chapter in your life. And you immediately grabbed our attention and you connected with the audience by mentioning that intriguing assumption of your husband that you were under a spell of one friend at a time curse. In terms of storytelling, your job was impeccable. You started by introducing the time, the place, and the motives. Then you engaged the senses. You were good at conveying what you saw, what you heard, what you felt like, and we were immersed in the story. It was really vivid. You incorporated humor, and you made good use of metaphors. You evoked surprise, confusion, revelation, and even the sensation of surreal while telling your story. You concluded by saying that you achieved your goal. The curse has been undone, eradicated, dispersed, and now you have plenty of friends that resonates with all of us. Your story appears to be educative. However hopeless a situation might seem, there is always a way out, even when you less expect it. You expect it least. Now let's talk about what you might improve. A better eye contact with the audience because it signals honesty and confidence. Secondly, you can make better use of the space on the stage because a moving speaker is visually more interesting and it builds confidence. And finally, you can play with the pitch of your voice better. And don't be afraid of making longer pauses for emphasis. So let's sum it up. You've done a great job. Thank you very much. Your story was amazing. Your story was educative. But next time, please make better eye contact, move more, make more purposeful gestures, and don't be afraid of making longer pauses for emphasis. Thank you.
Very well done. I'd like to add one more comment. I noticed you had no notes during your presentation. Congratulations. That takes a little bit of preparation and confidence. And the reason you had confidence is you're talking about what you know. And when I am dealing with my mentees, I always tell them, don't do research, just talk about what you do in your life. That's what people really want to know. And you did a very good example of that. Our second evaluator, courtesy of Barry, I know who this is. Samira, you're up.
Hello, guys. First of all, thank you, Lera, for delivering your division contest speech during our club meeting. It's a real privilege because not everyone gets the opportunity to hear a speech of that level during a regular club meeting. Today, members could see what is possible to achieve through Toastmasters. And as your evaluator, I would like to explain what makes this speech so brilliant and what all of us could learn from that speech. Let's start with the content. Lera opened with an excellent hook. what's the scariest thing someone can tell you? And I believe everyone started searching for their own answer. And then Lera surprised us with quite unexpected response. Password, please. And this is not a common thing to be afraid of, agree? So yeah, from that moment, we all wanted to know why. Then Lera moved into storytelling, and rather than simply telling us that she was afraid of password control, she took us back to the moment that created that fear. So she recreated the conversation with her father, then the encounter with the immigration officer, and this allowed us to experience this situation alongside her. Lera used the dialogues instead of narration, and dialogue makes a story vivid. It allows the audience to become witnesses rather than just listeners, and this is a technique that every public speaker can use. Another outstanding element was humor. This speech explores very vulnerable topics such as identity, belonging, and personal insecurity. But Lera managed to make us laugh without diminishing the emotional weight of this speech. And my favorite line was, I took my passports, my university degree, my multiple identity disorder, and my fear. And you know, people often ask how to create jokes, how to create humor. And one effective technique is self-deprecating humor. And as my mentor once told me, people enjoy laughing with you when you are willing to laugh at yourself. And that is what Lera did. So this joke didn't distract from her message. In fact, it made for us easier to accept the vulnerable moments that followed after. Now let's talk about delivery. I think you will all agree that Lera has exceptional stage presence. She's one of the most charismatic speakers in the whole division, Russia and Kazakhstan. And you know, some people think that charisma is something you are born with. Of course, natural talent, natural charisma helps, but stage presence is also a skill that can be developed. And Lera demonstrated many techniques that anyone can practice. One of them is vocal variety. Throughout the speech, her voice reflected the every emotional shift. And the passport control scene was a perfect example. As she spoke faster, we could feel her growing anxiety. And we were at that moment, and we all experienced this fear with her. And when we were preparing for this speech, Lera shared several drafts with me. And I remember telling Lera, I feel like you're protecting yourself. Tell us, what are you really afraid of? And the line, "You're not one of us," was the emotional turning point in this story. And it takes a lot of strength to admit that fear and to share it with the audience. And after that, we understood that the fear of passports was a shield and that there was something beneath that fear, behind those words. Lera, I'm really glad that you showed that courage to be vulnerable and open with us. You know, Toastmasters teaches us more than public speaking. It teaches us to look in the darkest corners of ourselves and to bring into the light the parts of ourselves that we would rather hide. But when we, as a speakers, lower our defenses, we create a shared emotional experience, and that's what makes the message resonate with listeners. If I were to offer one suggestion, I would give the audience one extra moment of silence after the line, "You're not one of us." If you allowed the sentence to linger just a little bit longer, that would add more emotional depth into your story. So, in conclusion, I would say that this speech really deserved to reach the level of the division, the level of the two countries, because it combines everything that we as speakers strive for. The engaging opening with the hook, the storytelling, the vulnerability, well-crafted humor, expressive delivery, and message that resonates with us, and if we can say so, the message that pierces the hearts of the listeners. Lera, I look forward to your next speeches, and I cannot wait to see you dominate the contest in the coming season. Yes, this is the right word for you. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Samira. By the way, this is not my first time at this club, and I've seen many of the speakers in previous meetings, and Samira has really made progress. So let me make a few comments about the meeting overall. First of all, I thought you had a very nice introduction. The Toastmaster talked about the clubs and the fact that they're worldwide, and you can go anywhere in the world and find a Toastmaster club. In fact, if you throw a rock, there's a good chance you'll hit a Toastmaster. I also like the introduction of club officers, and I wish them the best of luck. And I really liked the welcome of the visitors. People go to Toastmasters meetings and they don't know what to expect. When they're welcomed like that, that makes all the difference in the world. With regard to our Toastmaster, my first observation is great shirt. I love the shirt. Spectacular shirt. Then the fact that he introduced his meeting roles very well. And I liked his use of graphics in the up and down hills. Very well done. And then another comment about the meeting overall. I was very disappointed that the theme was Michael Jackson. I did not hear any Michael Jackson music. So let me correct that.
I'm sorry. It's just not a problem, but a feature with Mike. We had a lot of music in the room. Probably Mike didn't allow you to hear it. We had introduction, we had music as the answers to question. So we had it. Sorry for you.
Okay. We'll continue my overall evaluation. Table Topics Master. Great use of props. But that made the whole session worthwhile. I also like the topics themselves, especially the first two, were very thoughtful and forced the person who's speaking to go, what's this really mean? So well done on that. I did notice a major flaw in the meeting. We never asked the timer for the timing for each section. And I was at fault also. So timer, can you give us the times for everything that's happened?
Alexander, it's your turn.
Speakers, table topics, evaluators.
Dear friends, fellow Toastmasters and guests, throughout the whole meeting, Kronos didn't make a pause. He was looking after you. And here are results. So several top stars exceeded extremely, but I don't want to interrupt them and to stop because the stories were so excellent, and I was looking to know what's the end. And I would like to thank you, every one of you, and congratulations to those who meet requirements. And I would like to leave you with one thought. Chronos gives to everyone the same exact time. And what's the difference between ordinary speaker and memorable speaker is not having more time, but the thing that expert or memorable speaker make every second matters. Thank you.
Very good point. Make every second count. I'm running out of things to talk about, which I know breaks your heart. But I can't help but note that this meeting is like every other Toastmaster meeting I've ever attended. You have introductions, you have speeches, you have table topics, you have evaluations, which, by the way, are not critiques, they're evaluations. And then you have the wrap-up, which is coming next. And so I return the meeting to the Toastmaster.
Dan, could you tell him that we still need reports from accountant and grammarian?
Dear Mike, could you please invite a grammarian on stage, an accountant, and then a quizmaster?
Okay, I have the grammarian come forward.
Grammarian.
Well, here is my report. Let's start with the word of the day. Quite a lot of people have used it today. I'm really happy to hear that you can use this wonderful word in a meaningful context. Dmitry, Daniil, Valeria, Alexei, Anna, Shadi, Samira have used it at least once, which is great. Talking about some nice, fancy vocabulary I was looking for. Okay. This is the introduction to a new song. Right. Enigmatic. To be under a spell. A curse. Quite a lot of dramatic vocabulary we've got today. Nice words such as impeccable, without diminishing, multiple identity disorder, of course. I love this phrase, to linger a little longer. So nice. And pierces the heart of a listener. Well, dominates, definitely. As for your improper usage of language, divide your story in several parts. It's better to say into several parts. The pronunciation of the word hurdle, which is like an obstacle, hurdle. All the time you spend on your speech, not for your speech. Listen to, everybody forgets this poor preposition to after the word listen. Why? Listen to something, somebody. How does this called? What is it called? The main object of the icebreaker, the main objective of the icebreaker. I did really seemed to have only one friend. It's supposed to be I did really seem. We already have did, so seem to have only one friend. Women only, no men. they were waiting for Mike to understand his mistake, or they were waiting for Mike. Well, they were waiting until Mike and Michael understood his mistake. And usually the word gossip is used as an uncountable noun, so it's hardly ever used in the plural form. If you use it in the plural form, it refers to people who gossip. And when we as speakers write plus plural, no, don't do that. When we as speakers, or when we as speakers without a. Thank you.
Exceptionally well done. Would you come to my meeting here in the States and do that again? Really well done. So we have the R counter come forward.
Okay, guys, good job. Brilliant speeches. Be honest, Michael Jackson don't resonate with me. And oh, I counted your filler sounds. Before I fill report the number of times that each speaker used it, I could, one surprise. Speaker that the most used filler sounds in speech will be Sergeant in Arms next year in this club. This year in this club. In this club. And now we know who is it.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay, it's joke, of course.
I think that it's me.
Okay, who is it? It's me. Naturally, it's me. Alina. It's at least once. It's me, Alina, Natalia, Katya, Anna Chesnakova, Samira, Alexander Худяков.
Well, that's you. And you
Me? It's joke. It's joke. It's joke. It is voluntary role. Only voluntary role. It's enough. It's all report for you. Thank you. So.
Thank you very much. And now we have our quiz master.
Please, of course, please help me. I prepared several questions, very complex questions. Let's begin. You ready? First, when does the new year start at the Toastmaster Club? Alina said in January. What hobby has our guest, Inna?
Public speaking.
Chatting with people. From what son Daniel started his speech? Name of the son. No. From the place where we live.
Strange in Moscow.
Yeah. What son Anna mentioned in her speech? Thought of the day. Yeah. From what movie Ksenia used phrase and she said it in Russians?
Brigada.
Yeah, brigada. At what place stayed Natalia with her female friend before festival? Profiloctory, yes. Which phrase resonates most with Valeria's fear? Passport, please, yes. And what transport use Mike? Yes, that's all for today. Thank you.
Very well done, and I return it to our Toastmaster.
Thank you everyone for coming today, making it a magical event. Hopefully you learned some new songs, some new facts about Michael. And now a vote to the president to say what will be next today and in 2 weeks.
So guys, first of all, I'd like to thank you for this meeting. That was lovely. I was nervous. And in the end of the meeting, we have a awarding session. And today I have not just one, but 2 ribbons. And first ribbon goes to Natasha for her icebreaker. Please, guys, stand up. All stand up. That's Natasha's first speech. Woo! Natasha, this is ribbon for you. Congratulations. You did it great. And I also stand on nails last weekend. So it resonates with me. Okay, picture. Thank you. And next ribbon goes to best table topic speaker. Any guesses who it would be? Today was the incredible table topic session. First of all, because of the Toastmaster Alexei, he prepared amazing presentation. Special effects, tricky, sneaky things on the screen. But no, this ribbon is not for me. It's for our guest, Michael. Woo!
Thank you very much. You know, it doesn't speaking, I shouldn't get these damn things. You know how many of these I have at home? But it's the first one.
So, Michael, this is for you.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. That's for you.
By the way, thank you guys for all your. It gives me such great pleasure to hear other people give presentations in my language. And you do it so much better than I can speak Russian. You know, to get up on stage and speak in a foreign language, you're not 100% perfect in. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Michael. So, guys, I hope to see you all in 2 weeks. It will be January 5th.
January.
Still January. Into the new year. July 15, I believe. July 15, same time, same place. And now it's time to take a group picture. And then we're all going to after party because we need to fucking celebrate this new year. Okay, guys, come on stage and take a group picture, all of you. Mike, thank you very much. We will put you on the screen, so please don't leave yet, okay?
All right.
Thank you very much. Okay, I will, Арина, где Арина? Ариночка, надо сходить за этим дядиком. Да, сходи, пожалуйста.
Ходи за дядиком.
За дядиком.
Молодец.
Молодец.
Как председатель. Everybody keyboards for me. Нет, ты вот опасно сделала. Как бы понимаешь, передача. Guys, Michael, please, please. Doesn't look like we're in a funeral. Yay!
Mike, thank you very much. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Надо все помочь. Репорт выкидывай, папку оставляем, вот это сдаем. Катя, можешь помочь, пожалуйста, собрать планшетики, вот этот весь став, ручки.
Что делаем?
Я тебе попозже расскажу, это было офигенно.
Надо в другой школе передать. Я не знаю, что с этим теперь делать.